What they did at my house, Smita, on the 4th, was a live representation of this ukhad diya attitude. The way they entered my flat, Smita, was the ukhad diya approach. You have 20 armed men who suddenly rush in, fully armed, AK-47s, 10 guns, pistols. And I asked for a few minutes to speak to Shamo and speak to my son, and to speak to my in-laws. It would have taken a few minutes. The intention was to not take me to Alibag Central Jail. The intention was to surround me in a certain manner. When you have, and I'll describe it today, Smita, one man holds your belt. The other man holds your belt from the back. Someone lifts you. Someone pushes you. And you ask to wear your shoes. And 15 people pull and push you and lift you off the ground and push you out. And then you say, I just want a few minutes, and then they abuse you. And they shift you from one van to the other. They assault you, and you are compelled to go to the court and show your bruises. And then they say, my lord, these are self-inflicted wounds. According to them, I was beating myself up in the presence of 100 armed policemen. I was beating myself up on the way to the police station. My concern is not about what they are doing, Smita. I'm sorry I'm going into a little bit of elaboration, but what and how they are doing.
No, it's fine.
They took Assistant Vice President of the Republic Media Network, who appeared before them for interrogation for more than 60 hours willingly in the fake TRP case, where Hansa Research has gone in with a writ petition before the Bombay High Court saying that the police is putting pressure on us to name the Republic Media Network. Hansa Research has put a writ petition before the Honorable Justice Shinde, I think, of the Mumbai High Court, that we are being told, we are being put pressure to implicate the Republic Media Network. The Mumbai High Court and others, the matter is before them. And now what do? Look at those pictures, Smita. The senior member of my corporate team had a black mask around his head. He was surrounded with a black mask around his head and taken away. I want to ask, why, Smita? Where is the outrage? Do you treat a terrorist like this? Today, if a senior member of any of our media teams was to have a black cloth taken out of around his head and dragged out of your office, Smita, how would you feel? I look at these pictures and I just want to ask, what is happening in our country? What is their intent? Smita, what is their intent?
I feel as distressed. I would feel as distressed as I feel for a member of the Republic team being pulled aside. Arnab, while I'm thrilled that you are out safe and sound, and your family is safe, and I am very glad to share, and I feel honored to share screen space with you today on your first broadcast. But it's also extremely distressing to see what happens and what is happening with your team, with what continues to happen, the hounding of your team. It's really awful, very distressing. And when you explain what happened that day with you, it's something that we saw because Shama was taping all that and it was going live. And it was so distressing because you're not just a colleague, you're a friend, and so is your family. And to see that happening is to see like my own family being violated. It was terrible to see what was happening, and all of us felt so incapable of helping you, and that was distressing. And mine was just a microcosm. I mean, you know it, your team would have told you, across the country, across the world, towns, villages, everybody calling. And Sambit is here. I berated Sambit on air on another channel. I regret doing it. But it was this frustration that somebody help out, somebody reach out to Arnab, somebody help him. It was as if each one of us was feeling incapable of doing anything, and we were feeling incompetent. That
Frustrated.
as journalists we could do nothing, just wait for the courts to do something. Yes, finally you did come out, and I understand that the judiciary helped out, and you had a wonderful legal team in Mr. Salve and the others who helped you out. But it just 8 days. Why? And still, even now, there are debates being held in channels as to why just you? Why did you come out? Why were you given this benefit? Why not others? I mean, there are still the jealousy against you is so tremendous. And I have a couple of questions, because so many people asked me, what did you feel like in that jail? I mean, it was natural to feel fear. Did you feel scared, Arnab, for your life? And what were people telling you there? Why were you being channeled? Did any politician come out there and threaten you? Did anybody come and tell you that when you get out you dare not do what you were doing earlier? Everybody wants to know that what is it that happened to you in those 8 days, and will they try and take you back if you continue to do the kind of journalism that you're doing?